Hogan today in the Man Cave Classroom. We're looking at a couple of documents today. Our goal is to kind of put them side by side and kind of compare and contrast them, but I think what
Quick little
will probably
review what's going on, yeah.
best serve us is that if we're looking at this one, political cartoon.
Thomas Nass, gotta love him.
Definitely. This is definitely Andrew Johnson. All right, you can see that because hopefully with previous political cartoons, Thomas Nass loved to do that to Andrew Johnson in the cartoons.
Yeah, 1867, lot going on. We're moving westward.
Yep, the Homestead Act of 1862.
Yep, we are reconstructing the South, and he's having a miserable time doing that.
Yep, we are definitely post-Civil War.
Yep, he's about 12 months away from getting impeached.
Yep.
A little bit less than that. This is his Secretary of State, William Seward, who is going to purchase Alaska out of nowhere.
Perfect.
You know, we've already begun to look outward. A couple presidents before Andrew Johnson, we've opened up trade with Japan, former isolationist nation, the Treaty of Kanagawa. So
that was right around 1854.
Yeah.
We're looking at that.
You know, the key here, we bought it.
We bought it.
You know, Russia was like, hey, you want it? $7 million? William Seward's like, great, we want it. And he's like lambasted in the press for it. They call it Seward's Folly,
Yep.
You know, the polar bear playground, all these different things. Turns out to be a really good thing.
Other things going on, 1849, we are starting to move west,
Yep.
pushing Native Americans off their land. And of course, even during Lincoln's presidency, right around 1862, you have the Homestead Act.
Yeah.
So when we're looking at the historical circumstances that are leading to this, we are definitely looking toward expanding. And when we're talking about expanding with Alaska, now we're outside of the continental U.S.
Yep.
Which brings us to this, which also happens to be in the Pacific.
Yep,
All
this
right.
is the petition against the annexation of Hawaii. This is just the first page of the petition. I
Right.
think there was like 10,000, 20,000 signatures of native Hawaiians, and even if the name's here, maybe it's not on this particular one, there were white former American citizens, the children of the missionaries who were born on the island, who were even against this annexation.
And there's quite an age range when we're looking here, 72, 62,
Yep.
63, 81. So
They're sending
Yeah,
it to McKinley. They're
Yep.
sending it to the Senate. The Senate specifically gets to ratify treaties.
Sure.
So they're the ones that are concerned with this. And most people on the islands of Hawaii don't want to be forcibly taken over by the United States.
So we have our audience,
Yeah.
to His Excellency President McKinley and the Senate. So now when it comes to their purpose,
Persuasion.
they want to persuade.
That's the whole purpose of petitions.
They want to
Get something
show,
done.
they want to show you that they're clearly against annexation.
Do not want it to happen.
All right, so let's put these side by side.
All right, these are something that we always talk about when we're doing our CRQs in class.
Yep.
Similarities and differences.
Yep.
What I love about them is the students are right. I can easily identify similarities here. I can easily identify differences here.
You got to explain it though.
But you got to be able to explain it.
definitely have to
Got to be
explain
able to explain it. You want to take a similarity?
Yeah, I mean similarities and whatever I'm missing. Of course, you're going to pull my
Yeah.
phone card and tell me. All right, similarities here. I mean, you're looking at these two documents. We're definitely acquiring more land. Kind of like in the Pacific as well. You have an island, and then of course you're right off the Pacific coast with Alaska.
Yeah, you can even get into the why.
And if getting the why resources, the transportation hub that was mentioned later on in Alfred Thayer Mahan's book about why we need to expand the Navy.
And he even mentions Hawaii by name.
Specifically.
Says like there's
Yeah.
a really good harbor there named Pearl Harbor.
Sure.
That we might want to build a Navy base at.
And of course, right nearby, we wound up annexing Midway as well.
Yeah. And then we've got the acquisition of Alaska here winds up being a success.
Sure.
We find gold there in the
Yep.
Yukon, and then that's going to rush hundreds of thousands of people there who wind up settling the region and realizing, hey, there's a lot of good natural resources here.
And if you're talking about the why, some of the things that we mentioned, that his presidency wasn't going well.
Yeah.
Wouldn't the purchase of Alaska be a really nice distraction
For the
media?
American people.
Because in the media, he's being portrayed as a king, he's being portrayed as a horrible president, so that would be a nice distraction.
Yeah, a difference here
Definitely.
could certainly be how we acquired the land.
Yep.
With Alaska, this is a fair deal. We bought it fair and square, $7 million. Where Hawaii, it's kind of like, hey, we're going to send the United States Marines to forcibly overthrow the queen of the island, Liliuokalani, and we're just going to take it. Buying candy, stealing candy.
In a way.
There's a big difference here.
Sure, and to go with your whole candy example there, probably one of our early documents, wasn't it John Tyler who said, hey, Hawaii is perfect for farming. There's a lot of potential profits in sugar. There's a lot of potential as turning it into a naval base. So we had our eyes on this for a while.
And money has always been a major motivating factor throughout American history.
And then they also said, hey, well, if you're looking at Hawaii, I think the quote from that speech was that government was feeble. He referred to the people who were living there as savage-like. So if we wanted to get it, we can get it.
Yeah.
We just need a reason to.
Yep.
All right. Good. Anything else we have? We have
think we're good.
similarities, we have differences.
Yes.
Great. Lot to go with that.
Have a good one.
Yeah.